Hi, Roselyn.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
nice meeting you
And
too.
congrats for the show.
Thank
It,
you.
it's a show that I appreciate so much, so magical, so special. So my first question is about that. For you, what makes Fantasy Island different and unique? If we are going to compare with another shows,
I don't know if there's another show on TV or any
I don't.
platform right now. And maybe I'm wrong, and I apologize if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's another show that tackles the inspirational aspect of life, the wish fulfillment, that tackles the scenery is just stunning. The characters are well developed, and it's a show that is positive, that the whole family can see that you actually laugh and you cry and you get goosebumps and you think, and at the end there's always a happy ending, and the way things are nowadays, with the world, we have wars, we have pandemics, we have everything is so negative, and it's devastating every time you turn on the news. So to be able to have a show that is like magic realism, that you escape for an hour and just sit down with your family and just breathe and be like, I wonder what I would do in that situation. What is my fantasy? How can I accomplish my fantasy? And there's always a happy ending. I think it's content that nowadays it's needed. It's needed.
So, how do you prepare for your character? And there was a kind of a challenge for you to
Um,
prepare.
it's a little bit of everything as well. It was a challenge at the beginning because we changed the tone of the show. But before we started filming the first season, it was written darker. It was a different proposal. And then they decided to make something different, which I appreciate, and I agree that they were right on when they made the change. So it's been a full discovery. Elena is a very complicated character because it's this fine line. Is she human? Is she not real? Does she have magical powers? Is she mystical? Is she just like you and me? It's like, who is she in real life? Is she the boss, or is the island the boss? Does she
Yeah.
know everything that is going to happen, or she's discovering things and that surprises her the same way that it surprises the guest stars? So it's this walking this fine line of making her human but fantastical at the same time. And it's been a trip. It's been really interesting, and I love it. It's been a challenge, but it hasn't been a difficult. It's difficult, but it's delicious and awesome at the same time. So I never see it as a negative thing. I always see it as, holy shit, okay, let me see how I'm going to navigate this episode. Okay, I'm going to go this way. And it's been really cool.
Yeah. So, if you, Rosalind, and also Elena, could choose their fantasy, which one will it be?
Eternal health. Imagine a human to be so superhuman that no virus, no bacteria, no disease, no arthritis, diabetes, cholesterol, cancer, like just to be that perfect specimen. I believe like alligators, crocodiles are very close to being the perfect specimen, So be that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree. So, one of my favorite things about the show is the dynamic between your character and Javier. So, how was for you guys to prepare that dynamic, working together?
We're very lucky that we like each other as people, like as Roselyn and John Gabriel. Since day one, we just felt like we knew each other. So it's always easier when you're gonna have a love interest that you actually like the person,
Yeah.
and we like each other a lot. He's a good guy. He's a great, very respectful, very disciplined, just a cool dude. So that always helps. And it was a surprise. We didn't anticipate that they were gonna get together so fast. I thought if this was gonna be like a third season type of deal, and they decided to get them together relatively fast. So it was a little shocking at the beginning, but then we're like, you know what? It is what it is. Let's just run with it, and let's try to create this beautiful chemistry that becomes very effective. And it's interesting because now in the United States, the second season is running already. And there's going to be a situation, you guys will discover that there's a big conflict that shakes the relationship. And the majority of the comments of people, it's all about, we want them together, we want them together. So that's a testament that we did something right.
What can we expect from a character this new season?
From my character?
Yes.
She's going to grow a lot. Listen, Elena is going to give herself the opportunity to love again. And she's going to learn so much about herself and her priorities. She's going to show that she's a really solid woman, you know, that she's not going to put herself first. She's going to make sure that her loved one is taken care of. And it's amazing. And while this whole journey, that she's personal journey is happening, she still has a big responsibility, which is that she needs to guide all these people that come in with a fantasy and a goal and a wish. She needs to guide them in a perfect way, because they need to learn a lesson that is the most important thing. So imagine this woman going through hell and back and still putting herself in this basically cocoon, not to let that part of her life affect her work, which is the most important thing.
So for my last question, if you could describe Fantasy Island and also the new season in 3 words, which words would you choose?
Deep, magical, fun.
Thank you so much, Roselyn. It was great to talk with you. Thank you for being here.
Of course, my pleasure. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.